what next. But before we go into the discussions, I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors. And so, Cheesy Pizza, do you like pizza? I do. So if you do like pizza like I do, then visit Cheesy Pizza. And they're telling us that they have advanced. They don't only make pizzas, they make jollof fries, fried rice, grilled chicken, spaghetti, sandwiches, smoothies, milkshakes, burgers, wraps, and all that. So call Cheesy Pizza on 0264 133397 or 0249 181 532, 0246 133397 or 0249 181 532. Cheesy Pizza, your way. And do you like your local Ghanaian or Nigerian dishes like I do? If you do, then Mama Put is here to help you. Call Mama Put on 055 341 6041, 055 341 6041. Mama Put is located on the Spintex Road, right on top of Cheesy Pizza. You can contact her for your abenkwai, egusi, your eba, your bitter leaf soup, your banga soup, and katinkwai, all the local dishes that you love to eat at home. And she's going to make it just like Mama makes it. So contact Mama Put now. You can also order and it will be delivered to you. You can buy in large quantities as well. So call Mama Put now and she will have you sorted. And Just J Limited is saying that for as low as 3,500 Ghana cedis, you can own a half plot of land, and I think that's very, very cool, right? So you can call Jack J on 0552 917 182, 0552 917 182, and 0548 456 911, 0548 456 911, 054 377 8085. Fridays and Saturdays, you can call them, and from 7 a.m. you can call them and they can take you to have a look at their lands. They have their lands, two sites actually. One side is 4 minutes drive from the Winneba University roundabout, just 4 minutes drive from the Winneba University roundabout. And then the Akraman site is 15 minutes drive from Kaswa. So you can call them and they will take you to have a look. And for as low as 3,500 Ghana cedis, you can also become a landowner. Vodafone, see and can say promo no air cost so and casa. So Charlie, what are you waiting for? People are winning cash. So Valentine 2 is coming. What are you waiting for? So join Vodafone air cost promo now. You can also win airtime, data, and cash prizes. So don't be left out. Receive red coins whenever you top up on Vodafone and claim your share of the 2 million worth Ghana cedis of prizes in cash, airtime, or data. And the promo is still ongoing. All you have to do is dial *533 hash, *533 hash, and then that's it. Or you can also go to my Vodafone app to check your accumulated red coins to redeem your reward. You don't need to sign in. All you have to do is just simply top up and you receive your red coins, and then you can dial *533 hash or go to my Vodafone app to redeem your prize. I think this is very cool, right? So Vodafone see and can show me say cost so ankasa. There are no promo draws. All you need to do is just top up and dial *533 hash. T's and C's apply, of course. Vodafone, power to you. And if you drink a bottle of Awake Purified Mineral Water, you are not only taking in good, healthy mineral water, you're also supporting, you're helping to save a life. 1 peswa of the proceeds of a bottle of water goes to the Kolebu Cardiothoracic Center. And so when you buy a bottle of Awake Purified Mineral Water, one way or the other, you are helping save a life. So drink Awake Purified Mineral Water. Awake, one for life. And Electroland Ghana Limited says we should tell you that you can contact them for all your electrical appliances needs. You can contact them for your TV sets, your fridges, your toasters, your microwaves, your air conditioners, your fan, just name it. Anything electrical appliances, Electroland Ghana has you covered. They have their showrooms opened, and for the just ended AFCON, but their promo is still ongoing. For as low as 799 Ghana cedis, you can own a Toshiba Media or Nasco TV set. You can also enjoy you can enjoy this 32 digital TV set. I beg your pardon. You can also grab yourself a bottom freezer that starts from as low as 1499 Ghana cedis, and then you can also get yourself a 20-liter microwave to help keep your food warm at all times. You can get any electrical appliances that you may need in your house at Electroland Ghana. Call Electroland on 0503 159 739 0503 159 739. Electroland, your home of electronics and appliances. So, like I said, in the studio here, we're going to have a discussion on how to introduce your spouse to your parents, or even after you have introduced them to your parents, what's next? How do the parents accept it, and how should they contribute to your next step that will lead to marriage? So I'm joined in the studio by Pastor Elizabeth Ephraim, who is a marriage counselor and a pastor. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Good to have you.
It's a pleasure being here.
You're looking so beautiful. I love the colors. We're in the month of love, so you're looking perfectly.
Sure. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Okay, so first of all, let me ask you, what is marriage?
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say hello to our viewers out there. And I thank God for bringing me here this morning safely and soundly. And I'm grateful for you having me here. It's a pleasure, and a great privilege. I don't take it lightly. So God richly bless you. Okay, I would say that, first of all, marriage is ordained and ordered by God. God instituted marriage. And it's not man's idea, but God's idea. When you look in the Bible, Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, God saw that Adam was lonely when he made man. He saw that Adam was lonely, and then he said, it is not good that the man should be alone. So he will make him a helper or a helpmeet for him, so that that loneliness, boredom will go. And so it is instituted by God. Having said that, I would also say that marriage is a union between two persons of the opposite sex. It's a union, legal union, between two persons of the opposite sex who have decided, to live together and then make a home. Yes.
That's what marriage is.
Right.
It has to be between the opposite sex.
Opposite sex, and not man by a man or woman and a woman.
That's
Yes. So that's how God made it, or that's how God made them. He made Adam first and saw that Adam was lonely. He didn't create another, man for Adam, but he made a woman, created a woman, beautiful woman for Adam, to live with. So it is between a man and a woman, and not a woman and a woman, or a man and a man.
Okay. So when two grown-ups wants to get married, what is the best way to introduce your wife or husband to be to your parents? And who do you even introduce first? Do you introduce he or she to your mom first or to your dad first?
Oh, okay. Well, marriage is between two adults, okay? And so to introduce them, first of all, you have parents, you come from a family. And the best way I would say is that the father, being the head of the family, needs to know. He needs to know. It comes in different ways. probably you have both parents living in the home with you. And so the best way would be to introduce your fiancé or your beloved to your parents first, both parents
Both
first.
of them.
Both
But who
of them.
first?
Who first? They both live in the house.
Assuming
Assuming they are
catch them
divorced
together.
or they are separated.
Let's assume that.
Okay, let's assume that. Then the man is the head of the family. Your father is the head of the family. And actually, he receives the bride price, the dowry, and all that. So he must be in the know first. You introduce your partner to your father first. If he is alive, if he's not alive, then you have a guardian or family members that you introduce your spouse to be to. You know, if then also your mother must know that this is the person you are going to settle down with. So first of all, if they both live together, then you tell both of them. You tell both of them. But in case they are divorced or separated, they live in, different places, then of course your dad must know. And also it depends. Probably you live with your mom in the home. So whatever goes on, she gets to know. Okay? Or you live with your dad alone in the home, then of course he gets to know first.
Okay.
Then,
So if the parents are not living together, then you must tell your father first.
right, that's what I believe in. That since he receives the bride price or he's the head of the family,
Okay.
he must know
receive.
first.
He
Yes.
must know first. Okay.
Right.
But at what stage in the courtship or relationship do you now know that it is time that we have to take it to the next step?
Okay, normally I say that, when you're into courtship, you study each other, you get to know each other well. At least 1 year, a year, some people say 6 months, but I believe that, a year should be enough for you to know that, yeah, this is the person that I want to live with for the rest of my life. This is the person that I want to settle down in life with and make a home, a family with. Because you have to go through counseling. In some places, you have 6 months counseling, okay? And so in other places too, 3 months. It depends on how long the counseling goes. But I believe that by the end of a year, you should know the person well enough to say that I want to settle down with this person.
Okay.
Yes.
So within this period of 6 months or 1 year, what are the do's and don'ts? What are the ingredients that we have to together put into this relationship in order to qualify us for marriage within a period of 1 year?
Okay. So I am speaking from a Christian point of view. Okay. So first of all, you pray about the kind of partner you want. God gives you somebody or brings somebody into your path, and then you feel this is the person. You commit to it. You commit to it. You tell yourself, I am going out, all out for it. And so you commit to it. No skirmishes. Some people are fond of, let me try this lady, let me try the other person too, and see. It's like they take chances. You see, they are not sure whether this is the right person for me or that is the right person for me. And so they play games. But that is not the time to play games.
My question was that when this is the point both of you have settled.
Oh, okay.
I want Kweku wants Amma, so we are okay. But we have to court.
Right.
And we give a period of at most 1 year. So my question was that during these 2 periods that we have both settled, that we want each other for as like partners, how do we qualify, how do we prepare? How do we make the relationship one that can lead to marriage?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, you commit to it. you remain faithful to each other. Okay, and then also that's where you make your introductions. You introduce to parents. You introduce to your pastor, you know, and family members, and then you prepare towards the marriage, whatever it takes. For instance, if you know you have to buy certain things for the traditional or customary marriage, yes, you buy those things down. You make sure you are compatible. Okay, you believe in the same things. You believe in the same faith. You know, you agree on things together, and then you make sure that you work at the relationship. You work on it.
Pastor, is it okay during this period that a woman will take on some wifely duties, like cooking, cleaning? You know, some even go to the extent of going to their in-laws' houses to, you know, help with some chores. Is this a good way for a woman to prepare for marriage?
You mean during the courtship?
Yes, during this courtship. Is it okay for a woman to say, okay, let me now start cooking, cleaning, go to my in-laws' house, do this, do that? And then on the part of the man too, is it all right for him to now start taking financial responsibilities of the woman, her extended families, because say obey or must say. So if he's becoming their in-laws, then see and fear, even though worry, you know, I was say every time they are caught nasi to be a bag back. I mean, is that a requirement of an in-law to be? Is it?
No, for me it's a no-no. Courtship, it's not marriage. It's not marriage. It can break at any time. You can go your separate ways at any time. That is not the time for you to play a wife's role. It's wrong. I mean, you are not recognized legally or by family members yet, okay, as a wife. And so you don't go cooking, you don't go, you know, running errands for the guy, or the guy taking up responsibilities, you know, for the woman. I mean, you can show acts of kindness and care, but then taking up great or big responsibilities whilst you're courting, it's not the best.
It's a no-no.
No, it's a no-no. It's a no-no, because it can lead into so many things. And then at the end of the day, if the relationship breaks up, then you get hurt, you know.
Yeah, because you might have invested a lot.
A lot.
Financially, your time and all that.
Right. And so you get disappointed, and then you feel like I've been used. And so, you know, you take it easy whilst you are courting.
But isn't it also a way of smoothing the path? We have just been joined by Apostle Thomas Kusi-Appiah. Welcome, Apostle. Welcome. Good to have you. Good to have you. So we were talking about how to, after you've introduced your spouse to be, your fiancé to your parents, what's the next step? How parents accept it, and you know, the do's and don'ts in the period of courtship before marriage. And Pastor Elizabeth here was telling me, I asked her if it's okay for the woman to, you know, start to go to her in-laws to go and clean and cook, and the Sunday no dear worker na no gin no kosi and all that, and then the man too or call the in-laws to be and the bags not just say so, you know, all these things said and you know, Pastor Elizabeth was telling me that it's not a good thing, because then you might get disappointed if things don't go your way, right? And so, Apostle, what do you think in the period of courtship? I think as for you, we've even had a previous discussion, and then you've told me no. No. So, let me ask you again, because Pastor Elizabeth was not there the other time.
Yes. Let me say a very good morning to your church viewers. The truth is, no matter what you are trying to build in your life, foundation is critical. And when you don't build a good foundation, then be assured that nothing that you put on can be sustained. You know, last week, I think last week Friday, I stated that every marriage must be built on a relationship. So, and that relationship, that premarital relationship, that's where we have the courtship, dating, whatever you want to put there. It's a period that you want to know yourself. You understand? Now, you see, before you even move into where you say, well, if you have to introduce, at what point are you introducing? Last week, I stated here that, look, marriage must be built, and I'm going to reemphasize, marriage must be built on 3 major foundations. If you see any marriage that is broken or that's about to break, the truth is that either 1, 2, or more, all the 3 foundations are broken. You can't build marriage on 1 foundation, you can't build it on 2, or it must be built on the 3. Now, there's the point. So I told last week that, look, you must build your spiritual foundation well. Because as a human being, you're a spirit, you interact with spirit. We have altars in our homes. So how well do you even know the person spiritually? How well do you know where the person is coming from? Last I gave an example of, a counseling session where it came into light that the gentleman's house, nobody has been able to marry for more than 15 years. It's either they end up in divorce or the woman dies. It has been an altar in the house. So if you're moving into such a place, how well do you even know, or how well have you prepared or prayed into the person's family? You must check it. Then it must be built on psychological foundation. How well do you even understand yourself? When I was coming, I was following, and I'm happy my dear friend mentioned it. You understand? How well do you even, so she mentioned compatibility. How well are you compatible? I mean, in terms of understanding yourself. It doesn't mean you must have the same temperament. I always tell people, but it's good for me to know that, look, this is me. That's what in last week I said that, look, to build a relationship, you must identify yourself. Do you even know your temperament as a person? Do you even know yourself? For instance, I am a choleric. What are my strengths and my weakness? The person I'm going to marry, do I know her temperament? Because we will clash at a point, no matter who you marry. Even if you marry from the same temperament, you are going to clash. So how well do you know yourself and your partner? So marriage must be built on that psychological foundation. Then marriage must be built on sociological. The sociological stuff from you person, your physical body, to everything that you interact with. So your parents are one, the tribe you are coming from is one, the churches or the church you attend. So everything you interact with is found in the sociological, environment. Unfortunately, most of our council session is centered on sociological. So for instance, almost all the questions you ask is about, okay, who the parents, the church, they are all in just one basket.
Oh, okay.
That's why we are failing.
Basket.
So we concentrate on the sociological, how you have to dress, how you have to carry yourself as a wife. They are all just on one foundation. They are in the sociological foundation. That's why people are frustrated. Because they've gone through counseling session, they've told you how to dress, how to serve your husband, how to do everything, yet the marriage is collapsing.
You can send in your messages on 0502 347 074, 0502 347 074. You can send in normal messages or WhatsApp messages. You can either ask a question or contribute to the discussion that we are having, and we'll read it out for you.
So unfortunately, most of the questions I normally hear people ask is all centered on one foundation. You understand? But spiritually, so that's why today our youth, and I keep on saying it, if you understand all these foundations, then you be careful. They don't build your marriage on emotions. How? The moment you introduce sex, if you introduce emotions. And emotions, as the your friend I think, feelings, you understand? It's not stable. That's why today you can be very excited. But tomorrow, your mood can swing. So anything built on such an element is not sustainable. It should be built on reasoning. Reasoning means I understand the elements involved. And I've equipped myself where I know you. If I say I know you, I know you because we've prayed together. We understand our backgrounds. I know your temperament. We understand ourselves. So from there, if you ask, how do you introduce yourself? And like I said, you have 3 levels. So with the sociological level, that's what the Bible will tell you. Man,
I want to ask you something. You just mentioned we shouldn't have sex. And I want to ask Pastor Elizabeth, as a woman, would you agree to no sex during courtship before marriage? Can you be in a relationship, or what do you advise? Do we have to stay away from sex during courtship?
Yes, of course. You don't have sex before marriage.
At all?
At all.
Wow.
At all.
You don't try what you're going in for?
Yeah, because, the word of God says God, hates fornication. Having sex before marriage is an act of what? Fornication.
But let's be practical. People are in marriages, relationships, and they are leaving because of poor sexual performances, unforgivable sizes. People claim that their partners cannot satisfy them sexually, and they are leaving. The marriages are suffering. Don't you think, after checking all these, your psychological, social, and all these things, for once, shouldn't you at least try what you're going in for?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you have to try.
You shouldn't try.
No,
okay.
Having sex
at
before
all.
getting into it at all. Don't try it at all. It's a no.
So go in with hope that it's going to be good for you.
And like, my brother here said, you pray about your marriage.
You pray about the size of your partner's money.
No, I'm not saying you pray about about the size, but you pray to get a partner. And so once you tell yourself, this is what God is giving me, then you stick to that. What you get into the marriage, you stick to that.
You don't double check.
Pardon me?
You don't have to double check.
You don't have to double check anything.
Pastor, please hold on. Because I can see Apostle is bursting. He's bursting to say something. Apostle, I think I have a fair idea of what you're going to say, but let me still ask you.
The truth is, you see, the greatest thing you need on this earth is understanding. Now watch it. I just illustrated the 3 foundations. One thing that can destroy all these 3 foundations is this. From the spiritual to the psychological to the sociological, it's this. Now watch it. She mentioned the spiritual aspect. It's a sin before God. Because whenever you're praying that God should come and help you. And God says, I hate this. He said, your sins, that word pushes you away from me. So you can't be calling God and yet you're engaging in something that pushes God away. That's why I don't want to do that. But one thing that we don't know, psychologically, I've stated it only on this platform. God is so wise. Do you know why God, after designing us, will make it clear that as a woman, don't allow a man to sleep with you before marriage? The truth is simple. He connected your brains to your private part. Why? Because of childbirth. That's why during contraction stage, it's your mind that regulates it, opens your private part up so that the child can come. Now, this is how it is. The moment you allow a man to have sex with you, not even the man going to go. That's why, you see, this discussion has come to be because most women today are not virgins. Now watch it. You are asking, well, can't you trust it? God is so wisdom because the way he made it, like I said, connecting your brains to your private part. If you are a virgin, and I want to emphasize, if you are a virgin, the truth is the moment you meet any man or you get married to any man, regardless of how big or small it is, that's why God connected your brain to what? Your private part. It will open it. The moment you feel pain for the first time, the next time, don't you maybe it's open for 2 centimeters or 4 centimeters. The next time the person can, it will open again. God is wise. You don't need to try that. You see, the moment you have sex with somebody, the mind is altered. It opens to 4 centimeters. Another time you meet Kajo, it opens to 6 centimeters.
We are moving away from the main subject for discussion.
For this question, most of the youth watching that has been their problem.
Yes, but we will have another day for this because we are moving away from the main discussion.
So the point is this. When you engage in sex before marriage, you distort everything, all the 3 foundations. You understand? So we are talking about marriage here. So you have to understand the role sex play. Spiritually, it destroys your foundation. Psychologically, it destroys your foundation. Because there's hormones in your body, oxytocin, the rest, that are being released during sex. That bonds you to the person. That's when somebody don't marry you. It's like putting a glue to a paper. When you remove it, the next time you move to another relationship, very difficult to start it. So most women who have been engaging in sex, that's why sex become a major problem because you need a man who can fit you. That's why most marriages are collapsing today. Why? Because we have broken the foundation. And the Bible says if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? So the Bible, as I've been saying, is a manual. So most of these distractions are coming because we've engaged in some of these things and now we want to solve it. You can't solve a problem, create a problem. You understand? Okay. So you need to understand that all these issues are there for a reason. God stated all this for a reason because it affects you. Now the next point is this. I wanted to start in this. If you understand the foundation, then you know how to go about it. Now look, once I want to marry this person, and you know she's coming from a home. So for instance, as a woman, the Bible speaks, the man must leave the father and mother. Whenever you want to introduce your would-be husband, the first person to introduce, I would suggest, is your mother.
Okay, after the introductions have been made, either to the mother or the father first, how do they accept it? What are the process? Do they have to consult other family members? How do they accept, how do they come to the conclusion that this is the partner that is right for our daughter or our son?
You see, normally, if you're coming from a good home where the family are together, basically parents are together, most of the time, most parents will call you to even ask you, how well do you know this person? You understand? Because you also understand the people. Every parent knows what marriage entails. Because they've been there before, they know the journey you're about to embark on. So they sit down to ask. Then if they also understand the process, they know that, look, it's not just enough to say we are attracted to ourselves. Most of the time, when people introduce here, would be husband and wife, their focus is that we love ourselves, the passion. And that's another problem. What they call love is not even love. It's just a passion. Yes. It's just a passion. That's why they feel, oh, love conquers, or it's just a stage. You know, marriage or relationship goes through stages. You have about 7 stages. The first stage is the passion stage, where you feel like you can't stay without this person. And those are psychological, like I mentioned. You are hormones in your body, oxytocin, which have been released, dopamine in your brain, chemical, which have feel-good syndrome. You feel good when you hear about this person. When you don't hear from him, you feel like something is missing. It's just a passion. It's not love. So you need to see the children that let them appreciate, look, you're going through a process. So whatever you're going through is normal. That's why you can be in a relationship. You meet another person. The whole process starts again. And you feel like this person, I wish you were there. I wish I had come earlier. I would have married my wife. It's a stage in life. It's a passion. You understand? So you need to see the children and let them understand that, look, how well we create. You start them to do all these things. Then one thing I tell people, don't wait till you're about to marry before you go for counseling. Because, you know, I've been teaching about temperament a lot. Most marriages are collapsed. About 90% of marriages that are collapsing on temperament.
Temperament.
You understand? So you can see for counseling, just to understand yourself. I did a counseling for a couple, would-be couple, and the lady made me the statement. I always put it. She said, I think we will be better off as friends than in marriage.
After the counseling?
Yeah, during the counseling. She said, I think we'll be better off as friends.
Okay, but these are steps that a couple to be take.
Yeah.
What we are trying to discuss is the parents, the in-laws, or the mother and father of the bride or the groom to be. How do they go through? Yes, Pastor Elizabeth, I want to know.
I think it's every parent's dream to watch their children go into adults and they want to settle down and make their own family.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the expectation should be high. When your children come to you or your child comes to you with this kind of news, this is good news. It is good news. So what do? You embrace it. You welcome it, with enthusiasm, excitement. And then you ask questions. Sit your child down, ask questions. Then after the questions, you tell other family members, okay? Because I would assume that both parents they've now been told. And so, of course, you receive it with excitement, joy, happiness, encourage them. Encourage them. And then sit with them for the planning of the marriage. Okay, when do you want to get married? When are you studying counseling? You ask questions like this, okay? And then you also advise them, and you help them plan. You help them, spiritually. That is, you pray with them. You pray with them. And then also you help them financially. What the marriage is going to take to make it a successful one, or the ceremony. What is it going to take to make it a happy one, a successful one? And so you help them financially, you help them in any way that you can.
Is it okay for the parents to run background checks on the families of their in-law to be, as in not just ask questions, but actually move to the area, try to find out from other people living there, try to get the history of that family? Is it something that is important for parents to do for their children?
Yes, it's very, very, very important. But I think that, first of all, you as a child, you must make sure that you do your background checks. get to know the person that you're going to settle down with, you know, his age, his religious beliefs. Is he working? Does he have a good job? Is he the kind of a person, I mean, that you can be compatible with? Where does he come from? Does he have parents? What are his strengths, his weaknesses? You know, then the parents too can help in this way by checking what kind of a family, you know, the person is coming from. Yes.
Okay. Apostle, let me ask you this. During the investigation period, if you find out, if the parents find out that there's a problem, let's say there's a disease in the family, or there's some kind of superstitious link to the family, a reason that makes it almost impossible for their family to want to associate with them, how possibly, or what's the best way, can they communicate to their children that this person is not good for you because of ABC that we came across?
Yeah, normally my advice to parents, and not even to parents, and to counselors and everybody who comes around will be couples, is that you must first and foremost respect them, that they are mature people. You understand? Maturity, without maturity, you're not qualified to even marry. So you must respect that they are matured. Therefore, you are there to advise, you are there to guide. You are not there to impose your opinion. So yes, I've done my background checks as a parent. I've seen ABCD about this person. I need to call either my son or whoever, sit the person down, speak to the person, and like at that level where, look, I'm not imposing this, but this is what I've seen. What do you think about it? We need to discuss it and come to a conclusion. There are many cases where you see people imposing, even pastors, supposed spiritual fathers, imposing that I saw this about this lady.
Yes.
If you dare marry her, you cease to be. Please, it's wrong.
What if it's...
Now watch it. God, even from day one, never, I've said this, and I'm going to say it, never chose a wife. God from day one never chose a wife for anybody, including Adam. This most people don't, including pastors. God never chose a wife for Adam. What God did was he created a woman, presented a woman. Read the book of Genesis chapter 2 from verse 20 going. What you notice is that when God presented the woman, God did not make any comment. The Bible speaking said, and Adam said, watch it. He having the spiritual, he being spiritually matured, looking at this and said, this woman is the bone of my bone. Every statement that came around that time came from Adam. God presented the woman. Adam made the woman a wife. Always remember, as a counselor, as a father, your job is to guide. Your job is not to impose. There are a lot of women today who are not married, who are single, all because of the way their parents kept pushing people away. Maybe we don't want this person. We don't like this person. Then this lady, we have a case now. She's about 45 years old. You understand? It's wrong.
Apostle, how do we handle rejection if, for instance, the father finds out that this is the reason I don't want you to be with them, and maybe the father does not agree, but the mother in a way thinks, oh, we didn't share. Like you said, in some families, maybe after a few years, not back. Maybe I don't know, it's what was so sad. The father might not want his son to get into it, but the mother might say, oh, in a situation like this where the mother and father disagree, all for a good cause though, what is the best way to handle this? And then you have some pastors coming in as well with their prophecies, don't marry this person, it might not end well. How do you handle it as a couple? You
see, that's I'll still go to the point I made. If you're a parent, your job is support your children. That's your job. Your job is support. So yes, I've even identified the spiritual issues there. Like I said, we discuss it. If you still insist, I need to give you the maximum support, which means I need to support you in prayers. Like I said, your first understanding must be that these are two mature people going into marriage. You are not there to choose a wife. You are not there to also reject a wife or a husband. As a parent, you're not there to do that. That's not your job. It has never been the parent's job or the pastor or counselor's job. Our job is to guide. So you must just make your point. This is what I identified. What do you think? If the child says, I want to go, don't take. So that's what it even comes up to be. That sometimes you say, are you marry your child spiritually? Are you that? Because if not, these are too matured people. If, for instance, I know coming to TV Africa, you need to buy maybe clothes every week. I know a financial status, and I know you can. And you say, okay, no, I think I want to go there. My duty is not to stop you. My duty is to support. Okay, then these are the 2 clothes I have. Take it. At least as you go along, whatever council will support you. Your job is support the children. And this is my advice, because it is happening a lot. It's happening a lot. You understand?
Pastor,
we need to respect the children.
I'll come to you as a woman. I mean, how to handle a situation like this, but we need to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to continue the discussion. Please stay. This is still the E&L segment on the Breakfast Live.
You're used to high sensitive, you know. On him say papa, I need a hot clear. It is all for people hotels, schools, and BBR. High sense will TV size the baby. Say footballer, you person feeling say who stadium war. And a senior, you person feeling say we share be. High sense person show programs in now TV papa paso. Say dear High sense laser TV. Obi baby say laser no cry daddy. High sense laser TV. A classic. Pictures be a pure. Picture say any a clear. Okasan Mosua. Obajoso. High sense laser TV. You 80-inch. Akopem 150-inch. About down one seg bagaya. Fe. Won't show high sense TV man in say wenny. The boy a 100-inch. Pictures no see a 4K resolution. And see your toe, a real bow. High sense laser TV. And he say, come on. Woman, you be at all. High sense showrooms and what Ghana for any name. High sense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the bliss. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Kusi-Appiah.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey.
Hey, GTP.
Of course, Clemento. Me and GTP go way back.
Thank you.
And I rock it confidently.
Your dress is colorful.
That's GTP. Our colors don't run. Yes, that's genuine.
Madam.
Another way to ensure the GTP you're buying is authentic is by scratching the white sticker to reveal the 12-digit number. Text the number to the short code 1393 across all networks for free, and you get a text within seconds telling you if your GTP is authentic or not.
GTP, timeless.
real estate and construction for the Osha Ebota no, it is stop renting and own the land. Into a fee more the pass a mega promotion. Mega promotion one a year. Not a 7,000. But the real estate, you do move. There was a more for bread. Into a fee monsoon. Yatisu, your son 7,000, you are called 3,500. The memo documents free. Ma your son, I could see Upiles, no so I was site one more free. I said, it's a Christmas identity. Once a Christmas is there, a season, a year, a chedia season. And it's the day, yes, so you are two pa. I said, no, so be done the year pa. I'll bet me they see school, bet me they see hostel, bet me they see prayer camp, bet me they see football park. As I said, the lights were and so I have part and so I open and so then I open. Project real estate.
Would be a crown ever got real estate and construction. At a Caswato, Sigalilia Junction, Fernandez now, and what even is movie. You are a farm.
Welcome back. This is still the E&L segment on TV Africa. This program is also broadcasted live on DSTV channel 362 and GoTV channel 175. You can also watch us live on Facebook on TV Africa. Okay, so I have some messages in here. I'll read it quickly and then we'll go back to our guests. This one says, hi, I'm 24 years old. No, good morning. I'm Tina from Awoshi. Please, I'd like to ask that at what age can you tell your parent that you have a fiancé? Because my fiancé and I are preparing for my marriage, but my auntie is trying to curse our relationship, and she also said that even if we are planning for marriage, we should forget about it. It will not work. I'm 24 years old, but she still treats me as a kid. Okay, this one is also saying, you didn't bring your name. This person also didn't bring his or her name. It says, is it possible to stay away from sex during this period? We've already answered that. And also, what if your partner is not good in bed? Okay, so Apostle answered that as well. So, Pastor Elizabeth, I was asking, from a woman's perspective, how do you take this rejection from one parent? If one is in support and the other one is not in support, how do you go about it?
Yeah, for me, you know, like our brother said, Apostle said here, you know, when your child comes to you to tell you about marriage, that means he or she is grown, an adult. And an adult is from 18 years and above. Okay? And so...
In wrapping up with your advice, sorry.
Yes, and so, you know, you only advise them. You only give them your consent. But then the decision lies on them at the end of the day. Okay, the decision lies on them.
So as a woman, what do you do?
Yeah, as a woman, what do you do?
What would be your advice?
Yes, you advise your child, you know, you pray about it.
You pray about it?
Yeah, as a Christian, you pray about it.
Okay.
Okay, and then make sure that, you know, this relationship is really one that is from God.
From God. Okay, Apostle. Right. What would be your advice?
Yeah, you see, my advice is that one thing we should all know is that marriage was designed by God. And it was designed by God to bring us back to Him. No individual can handle marriage by himself or herself alone. Nobody. You need to involve God in your decision. Because He designed it. Therefore, you should always have God in your marriage. If not, so that's what the most dangerous thing to do is for the way people are now pushing God out. We think it's about me, and you know, marriage is triangular. We have God at the top there, you are standing on one side, your partner's on one. That's why every commandment in marriage was built on God. Submit to your husband as to the Lord. Love your wife as. So the whole concept of marriage is built on God. So you leave God or you move God out, you don't have a marriage.
Oh, wow. So you have to put the relationship on God. And that was Apostle Thomas Kusi-Appiah. And I also had a beautiful Pastor Elizabeth Ephraim. And today we're talking about introducing your spouse to your partners or your wife or husband to be, how the parents should take it, and the steps that they should take to help that become a successful marriage.